Hello, and welcome to another Poots League Community Sync race. I will be your host, Poots, and my friend Obi of Legend will be joining me in the comms today.
Hello, everybody. It's good to see another one of these going live. I'm very excited to see how this one pans out.
Yeah, we got a couple great racers on the docket today. We got Mike versus Jazzer. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. These are two very, very good runners. It should be a pretty entertaining race. I believe that last season in Ultros League, they were the first and second place finishers of Ultros League Potion C. So close runners. So we'll see how this shakes out today.
Well, speaking of, what differences can we see between a standard Ultros League and Poots League?
Fundamentally they're the same. The goals are the same. The difference is that the Poots League flag set is a very heavily objective-based flag set that offers boosts and rewards in various forms for sort of longer, more undesirable checks. So you might see our runners doing a couple checks that you might not see in a flag set such as Ultros League. There's big rewards for checks like Burning House, Floating Continent, Leet River, again, checks you don't usually see people do, so it makes for some interesting routing choices.
Yeah, I can't see, like, some of these are party-wide buffs as well, so we're interested to see who takes a little bit longer of a gambit to do some of these longer checks to get more of a party-wide buff, like haste from Edgar's Ancient Castle, or, even going down to Gogo's check to get safe or protect. So I'm interested to see, like, who prioritizes what when they're building their team.
Right, we just had another racer sort of. We were just streaming the two of these, but we just had another racer join the.
Yeah, that's no problem. I think what would you say is a check that used to be not so favorable, but with Poots League is you're going to see people run more and more? Do you think that's Floating Continent or something more like Burning House?
If I had to choose between those two, I would probably say something more like Burning House. It's a pretty risky check early on, because there's a lot of encounters that can take a long time to get through, and if you get wiped by that boss at the end of it, there is no save point, no way to warp out. And the reward for doing Burning House now is 10 random spells that are previously unknown by the party. Everybody in the party, every character you recruit from then on knows these 10 spells. So that can be a real boon real early. Especially with a Strago start, a character that is pretty widely regarded as one of the worst. He's generally got pretty low stats, and his checks are all pretty brutal. But that early 10 spell boost can tie very nicely into some of his other checks, such as Fanatic's Tower. All right,
Yeah,
we're given the 1 minute warning here, and then we'll get started.
well, that's a great point about Fanatics as well, because then it ties in nicely with that. You can go get a dragon, maybe, and then the high tier item up top, and then, yeah, so I really like the synchronicity with Strago's checks now.
I mean, that was one of the first things I tackled when I was kind of designing these flags, was that, trying to make some of these characters that are just so widely regarded as garbage, trying to make them just a little bit more interesting. So, like, even if you get a Strago, he's still not the first guy you want to see, but if you get him, instead of sort of being immediately upset about it, now there's sort of, maybe something that you can work with there. So it definitely makes for some interesting routing choices. But it's a double-edged sword too, because these longer checks are now giving buffs, stat buffs, and status buffs otherwise. But you start chasing down too many of these longer checks, and it's gonna hurt you in the long run. So you got to be pretty discerning about which ones you pick.
I mean, that's a great, fantastic point. You can chase down all the buffs in the world, but it's costing you time. So it's finding that sweet spot between, what's going to help you the most and still have a reasonably fast time.
I think we're just about to get off the ground here, given the start warning, and I think our racers are going to get started pretty quick here. There we go.
Looks like we're off.
And we got a Cyan Realm and Umaros. Rage Cyan Sword Tech Realm. That's a pretty good one, actually. And with Cyan, all the sword techs can be unlocked super early. So doing Cyan's Doma Dream check will unlock all the sword tech abilities immediately. And Realm with like a naturally high. I didn't see what her magic stat was this time, but generally she has a pretty high magic stat. And Sword Tech 6 scales off of magic damage. So that can be really powerful really early and even throughout the seed.
Not for nothing, but they just looted a Rage Ring there in Narsh, which is going to help the Yeti out a lot.
So, to all the Yeti fans here, we have a #1 Yeti fan in the booth today. Obi of Legend is one of the biggest supporters of the Yeti and the Yeti fan club.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can never go wrong with a Berserker.
Yeah, and Obi's absolutely right. A Rage Ring with Umaro early is a really fantastic find. I mean, not only does it give him a little bit of a boost in vigor, and I think they absorb fire with a Rage Ring.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fire protection, which is fantastic.
Yeah, fire protection, a little boost in vigor, and also the ability to throw characters, which is a really great move because it ignores defense and it can be really powerful early on. So we have Mike on the left here, just going to peek behind Umaro's check. I didn't actually catch what was there, but that's kind of a cool move, just to take that little out of the way detour, just to see if anything pops up in that hole in the mountain. Now, when you walk by that mountain, if you see a character pop up there, that means that character will be behind Umaro's check in the World of Ruin. If you don't see anything pop up there, then it could be either possibly an Esper or dead.
Both opting to pick up a fire rod from that weapon shop, which is, a little bit of a get out of jail free card for most bosses.
Yeah, it's not a bad play. Sword Tech is one of those skills that doesn't really take off until higher levels, or until you sort of unlock the later ones. So, in terms of early offense, these guys don't have a ton just yet. So, the Realm with a naturally high magic stat, that Fire Rod's going to probably come in handy pretty early to maybe get them through some early encounters or boss fights.
So Jazer decided to go to Returners, and obviously Mike went to Figaro, but Jazer found earrings, and Mike found an ice shield over on the Figaro. So we'll see if that's
Right.
Also, there was a big bucket of money there in Returners, so we'll see if that helps him out.
Oh, nice. We found earrings also at the Relic Shop in South Figaro, World of Balance. That's where Mike is right now. Loot Dance area, pretty standard start. Both Returners and South Figaro are pretty common. You see runners going there very early, just because there is such a dense loot stock there.
We do have a dried meat in Returners as well, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm hoping somebody shows some justice for Miranda.
You know what? That would be great to see. There's definitely not enough of that going on.
So we have Jazer falling right behind in South Fig, so he's going to pick up that ice shield as well.
Yeah. So that's another thing you can throw on Realm real early, and T-shirt and early ice too. Low MP cost spell can be pretty powerful at low levels for taking out some of those early bosses.
And not for nothing, that's 2 out of the 3 pieces for Merton protection should that come up.
That's actually a really good point. I hadn't thought about that.
Got a hyper wrist there in the basement, also going to help out the Yeti, and a Pearl Rod, and wow, that basement's loaded.
Yeah, some decent loot early on.
Yeah, there's 3 out of 3 pieces right there. There's a flame shield down there as well.
Oh, that's insane. So that's pretty crazy. We'll see what happens with that. To have 3 pieces already, Merton protection this early is pretty cool. And especially with someone like Realm on the party, like if that's an early find, that's gonna be a powerhouse in this seed. Now, any predictions as to what actual checks these runners might tackle first? We got 3 checks through Cyan, we've got 2 through Realm, and we've got Yeti. And none of them are necessarily great starting checks. A lot of them include like a boss encounter early on, which is hard to take at level 3 without taking at least a couple grind fights. So, any predictions, Obi, as to where these guys might go?
Well, it's yeah, I can't read the future, but everything is saying take a grind fight, even if you have to use a fire rod or a pearl rod or something to get through it, and then you hit that dream and you hit that dream hard,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you get those sword techs for realm.
Yeah, I agree. I think if not first, then Doma Dream can be, again. It's a long involved check that you can't walk out of. It is 3 checks, and 2 of them. Oh no, sorry. One of them is guaranteed progression. But any of those 3 bosses could really, really end your run, and if you have to reset out of that and go back, it can potentially be a really huge time loss. So I am going to predict that at least one of our runners may go and do Jador Realms check first for a couple forced encounter fights and maybe a boss fight before heading into Doma Dream.
I love that chat has all different ideas, so they could choose any one of these options. There's no real wrong answer here. To whether you do Jador, whether you even go up to the Yeti and get that dragon down with all the elemental protection you have, surely somebody will stand up and get you a high tier item out of it.
Yeah, for sure. We got a comment in chat. What are Lenny's thoughts on Umaros? Lenny is my pup. Lenny doesn't like most of the characters in Final Fantasy VI. He barks at most of them, but Yeti he's down with.
We did pull an offering from the thief for 30k in the World of Balance.
Oh wow, okay, that's nice. And we had Mike going to, I think, was the Coliseum and resetting out of that. I didn't quite catch what happened there.
It's like we're peeking some weapon shops in hopes of finding a stray big stick.
Yeah, this is one of those things with a character like Cyan. He has so the way the seeds work, the way this randomizer works is every character can equip all of their vanilla equipment. And there's a 33% chance, so 1/3 chance that they can equip other items as well. So a character like Cyan, his natural equipability is pretty bad for the type of builds you want to do for a randomizer like this. But he usually can have a pretty high starting vigor stat. So if you're able to find a big stick that he can swing, that's lucky, and that's something to be taken advantage of for sure.
Interesting that Jazer sold his Mega Elixir and pot and is loading up on Fire Rods. I think you are going to see a right into the dream.
You were talking about Jazer. I'm looking at Mike's side too, and he also just sold his Mega Elixir for some stuff here in World of Ruin Zen, is I believe where he is. He wants to go to the weapon shop and he wants to get ice rods. So they're both similar
Alzer.
strategies, actually.
Oh, they're gonna go. He's gonna go do Alzer's.
Yeah, we've got Jazzer going into Alzer's mansion now. Well, yeah, this can go one of a couple ways. You're not able to warp out of the Alzer's Mansion check if you get stuck there, but it's not a terribly long walk out, and there is a save point right before the boss. So it's a little higher risk than some checks, but still relatively low compared to some of the other starts you can pull.
Looks like they're both gonna head that way.
Yeah, they're both gonna head into Jador here and do Alzer's Mansion. We got Mike still looking for some piece of offense here that is just not coming.
I mean, I honestly would put the running shoes on the Yeti with the Rage Ring over the Hyper Wrist at this early.
Not a terrible idea. Get that Yeti because right now he is the beef of your offense. That's a pretty good point. Obviously, he'll be doing a little more damage with that Hyper Wrist early on, but I'd be interested to actually figure that out. Like what damage per second? What would be higher?
Getting the first look at our rages. Don't blink and you'll miss. You're gonna miss them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, unfortunately, we had Realm go down for that encounter. Oh, but yeah. So she didn't get the experience of that, but our other characters seem to only have gained 1 level, so it wasn't a huge setback. We got Yeti throwing Realm there. That's that Rage Ring at work.
The downside of that is if the Yeti throws a character, the counter, if somebody does a counter, is going to hit the person that they threw, not the Yeti.
Oh, interesting. I never thought of that. That's cool. Man, this randomizer is so crazy. Like I've been playing this off and on for like 2 or 3 years now, and like I swear to God, every time I watch one of these races, I learn something that I didn't know. Like there's on the surface it seems pretty straightforward, but there is so much going on in this thing. Like there's just like an endless amount of things to learn about it.
Offering Sniper.
Offering Sniper. I'm trying to get a look at these rages here. We have Behemoth, which is a meteor. Unfortunately, Cyan generally pulls a pretty low magic power starting stat, but Meteor is not a bad one. It ignores defense. It was enough to get him through that Allosaurus.
Oh, the offering is on Jazer's side. It's on Cyan.
Oh, he put the... Okay. Mage Cyan, yeah.
Well, you're definitely hoping for, obviously, a Stray Cat or a Gold Bear or something along those lines with a Cyan Rage.
Yeah, I think I just peeped his magic stat. It's 21, which is super, super low, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's par for the course for old Cryan.
Yeah, that's sort of... Yeah, you're right. That's pretty much usually where he lands in terms of magic power. You know, there are a couple rages that play off of physical strength instead. One, of course, being Stray Cat, which is great for a physical offense user. I think Gold Bear is another one that's quite good. Is it Gold Bear or is it Prussian? One of those bear sprites.
Gold Bear is 2.5 times.
2.5 times damage.
Yeah. We have the train here at Elsers.
We have the Ghost Train here. Now, unfortunately, we don't have any characters on the party with Blitz. There is an objective in this flag set that if you suplex the train, you are awarded 1 experience egg, which is a pretty nice prize for that meme.
Okay, so we are going to pick up Mog from this, and now, so for those unaware, Moogle Defense, that check is going to give the party party-wide shell. I don't believe that that's going to entice them to just go there and do that, especially when we have the Dream and unlocking Stunner. But we'll see if that entices them to head up that way.
Yeah, also, I feel like they've already got some pretty decent defense. There's some elemental shields in the mix. I don't know if that's going to be enough of a pull to do that check. However, I mean, you know, one thing about World of Balance Narsh is it can be very check dense, especially if you pick up a character like Terra. You can do, you know, Terra's Welk check, the Lone Wolf check, tie that into Kefka at Narsh, and then in Moogle Defense is just one more at the end of it, and it is a bit longer, but it is a pretty check dense area, so you can just bang out a few quite quickly, and if they're all progression, it can really be great.
Oh, we're going right to Mount Zozo.
Okay, this is cool. We don't have any Espers yet, so it'll be interesting to see. There's a dragon fight halfway through this check, and dragons award 50 guaranteed MP points towards learning spells. So generally, they're great to take, not just for the experience, but also for teaching your party members some quick spells. So I'll be interested to see if Jazzer goes and gets the Magicite before taking on the dragon, or if he tries to hit it on the way.
That is actually a good call. Yeah, you go and get the check first, and then backtrack if it's an Esper.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, either way, you go back and do the dragon, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of faster to just do the dragon on the way, but you know, it's super beneficial to get some early, potentially high-powered spells on some of your characters. Especially, you know, we need Realm slapping here pretty quick. Yeah,
he's doing exactly that. Yeah, good call.
Yeah, he bypassed the dragon. I mean, exactly the same routes from both of our runners. Oh, see, we've got Mike doing a little bit more looting. Oh, wow. Man, these characters are brutal.
This is... Because you can do Ebbett's Rock for the rages. You can get that
That's
Stray
true.
Cat and Gold Bear, and he has that offering sniper over here on Phaser side, so we'll see if that.
Yeah, this is the thing. I'm not sure if that's like a super well. I think when people see Strago who are familiar with this flag set, the first thing you think of is completing Burning House will teach 10 random spells. Now those can either be great spells or kind of crappy spells, but it can be kind of like a get out of jail free card if you're hurting for offense early on. But actually, all of Strago's checks have rewards at the end of them. Burning House is the spells, as I just said. Like Obi had just mentioned. Completing Ebot's Rock or Ebot's Rock unlocks half of the total number of rages randomly. So there's no guarantee that you're going to get the ones that you want, but there's like, a pretty good chance. And Fanatic's Tower, going to the top of Fanatic's Tower and fighting the boss at the top will award, I think it's 10 lores? 10 random lores?
That's correct, yeah. And you actually don't need Strago for that one. So if you have somebody with lore, you can go up Fanatics and get lore.
That's true. Yeah, you can still do that check and get that reward without Strago on your party, and it's it's a guaranteed high tier item, and it's also a dragon fight on the way. So, not a terrible play. If you're
Chazer had an unfortunate AoE spell luck on that blue dragon, but Mike got it down.
Blue dragon can be really really dangerous early on. He's kind of one of the ones you don't want to see at lower levels. Bit of a higher HP pool and some pretty deadly AoE attacks, as we just saw.
The item's kind of wah, but
what was the item? I didn't see that.
It's Force Armor.
Oh, Force Armor. Okay. Yeah, the high tier item pool is also slightly modified in this flag set. It's close to the premium pool, which sort of cuts out a lot of the things like Genji armor, but it's focused mostly on high tier swords and a couple. We've taken out a couple. I'm trying to find the actual list here so I can relay that information because
Ice shields and thunder shields were taken out, so there's just flame shields.
That's right. Yeah. The high tier item pool is a Valiant Knife, Illumina, Ragnarok, Atma Weapon, Fixed Dice, Flame Shield, Minerva, Snow Muffler, Force Armor, Genji Glove Offering, Experience Egg. So yeah, like Obi said, 2 of the elemental shields have been taken out to cut down on elemental shield spamming. With a smaller pool, we found that those shields were just popping up like every 10 checks. Oh yeah, for sure. Those couple of levels are huge. Strago taken.
Yeah, Mike took Strago over Mog.
Over Mog, okay, interesting. Well, sorry, go ahead.
We're doing Fanatics.
It looks like we might be going to Fanatics. Or at least peeking it. Oh yeah, Mike looks like he's going for it. Well, you know what? Okay, so this is actually a pretty good play. We've got Yeti on the party. One of the drawbacks of Fanatic's Tower is that you can only cast magic. There is no fight ability, and you can't use any of your character-specific abilities either. Your commands are all magic or item. So if you don't have strong magic, this can make this check impossible to do. However, because the Yeti is always auto-berserked, the Yeti just keeps on Yetiing and can be very, very powerful in this check early on.
Oh, absolutely, especially with the Rage Ring, but it's interesting. We have a divergence, so let's see, we get to see what's blocking the Dream.
Yeah. Yeah, like we kind of predicted, the Dream is pretty high priority. I think we got a Snow Muffler there on the top of the tower. Yeah, the Dream is pretty high priority because I believe that Jazzer's going to want to get that level 6 Sword Tech running pretty quick.
Yeah, we have that Snow Muffler goes right on Strago of all people. Very, very easy fight here, blocking the first Dream boss.
Yeah. Kefka at Narsh. Kefka is not too difficult. Got a little bit of a higher magic defense, but pretty low HP and generally not very threatening.
We need somebody kind of a push over here at the top of Fanatics.
So we picked up the first check of Dream was the Esper Ragnarok, so we got our first Esper of the Seed. between these two runners. And we haven't had a look at this yet. Oh, and we
It's
we
Ultros.
now. Oh yeah, Ultros 1. Oh, this should be easy. Yeah, haven't had a look at the spells on Ragnarok yet, but I'm sure maybe at the next save point, Jazzer might take a look at what's going on with that. That's a nice fight to find at the top of Fnatic's Tower.
A
Nice,
beautiful
easy,
fight.
Yeah, nice, easy one to get through. Low threat. I don't believe that Mike took the dragon fight on the way up, so he might hit that on the way down.
With it being Ultros, I think you do. I think you take it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like he definitely didn't consume a lot of resources or MP in that fight, so his party is still pretty fully stacked. Yeah, and we're gonna see him take the dragon fight here.
It's fine.
The item at Fanatics, I believe. Did you catch that?
It's a snow muffler, and he put it on Frago.
Oh, I see. Okay, right. Yeah. Why
he wants
doesn't
to save that roll rod?
Why? What was Strago's commands? Why doesn't he have any commands on him?
He doesn't know any spells, so he can't use them.
Oh, of course, yeah. I never see that with just the item there on the menu. That makes sense. So we have at least 2 of the 3 checks in Doma Dream guaranteed to be Espers here.
Dragon dropped a Minerva, so we have Merton protection for days.
That's a good point, yeah. And there's still a lot of Espers to gain, so we'll see. I don't know if I didn't get a look at that Ragnarok Esper. What was on it? We got Jazzer coming up to the second and final boss of the Doma Dream check. This is also a pretty tame fight.
It's not the ideal iteration of this, but it's not the worst.
Yeah, there are many different iterations of this martial fight. He can be paired with a number of different companions, and some of them are downright nasty. But he got through this one without any trouble, really. Is Cyan rocking Stray Cat right now?
No, we don't have a Stray Cat.
He was doing some sort of physical rage there. I didn't see which one it was. And he's got that offering on there too, so... I didn't catch which rage it was.
Doberman.
Doberman, okay.
He gets Odin.
We got Odin, so, okay, interesting. And that's all the sword techs unlocked, so,
Realm is rocking and rolling now with that stunner.
Yeah, she's going to be doing pretty high. Oh, and that's 3 for 3 Espers at Doma Dream, so very lucrative trip for Jazzer. Interesting. We're seeing Mike now go for Mog's check. So a real divergence in routing here.
Strength 1 Esper on Seraphim, MP 50% on. So he put that Strength Esper on Cyan.
Yeah, Strength +1 Esper on Cyan. That's a good move. Be interesting to see if they do Ebot's Rock.
I mean, with Cyan, I would.
With an offering rage with that Strength +1, if they get lucky enough to pick up Stray Cat from Ebot's Rock, that would be a huge boost to their offense, and something that might really give them an edge. Oh, we got Jazzer's taking a grind fight here in Doma Siege.
Yeah, it's not a great one.
Not a great one. Super high physical defense. This is a vanilla Magitech factory encounter, and all the enemies there have super high physical defense, and they're weaker to magic. But Stunner made real quick with them. You saw that first Stunner Realm pulled off was doing over 2k on all characters, so she's already a beast. We got Inferno here, which is a potentially pretty scary fight. Will absorb fire damage, so the spells that we were looking at there weren't going to be much help. We got Yeti sort of willy-nilly attacking random targets. We're also going to have Cyan doing the same thing. But we do have Realm with Bolt 2, which is doing pretty decent damage. It's not an impossible win, but it could go south.
The fear of him is doing launcher, one of his hands doing launcher, and then right into something like shrapnel.
Yeah,
And then if he stays up long enough, he's going to do delta hit and turn somebody to stone. Mike was able to get the White Dragon down. He has
that's
the
nice.
Dragoon complete, and he was gifted an Atma weapon, so he has a full Dragoon set. I think
That's true.
he's the one who benched Mog though.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Defeating 3 dragons will give you a dragoon set, which is 1 random high tier lance, and as well as a pair of dragon boots and a dragon horn. We might not see. Oh well, he might be putting that on Cyan right now, actually. Yeah, that looks like the plan. We're gonna have a dragoon. You know what? With his vigor stat and that aura lance, he's gonna be doing pretty crazy high damage. Not a bad play.
Oh, I don't hate it at all. Every time I see a Dragoon, you get a little excited because it's one of the, not as oft used as some of the other strats.
Yeah, it's kind of a fringe play, but I do like seeing it get used as well. And it can be really effective. Cyan, that's a good point. Bomb Track brings up in chat here is that Cyan, as opposed to Jazzer's offering Cyan, who's doing pretty decent damage. Mike Cyan wasn't doing a lot before this, and we're gonna see Cyan's jump here and see what kind of numbers he's putting up. You got to remember, both of our runners are still fairly low level. Like their max HP isn't over 1,000 yet. We're level 14 over there. I see on Jazzer's side, and I think we're kind of similar on Mike's side. So, not terribly above scaling.
I see a loot lady.
Did we see a Terra? Oh, that's a nice pickup here.
Terra comes in. The equipability alone.
That was about 2,000 damage altogether for Cyan's first jump. Certainly better than he was doing.
Yeah, he's planning on ditching the Yeti. He's making him naked.
Okay, so this is a pretty smart play. Again, knowing that the boss fight is coming in and seeing Lock as the reward, he knows he's going to switch Lock out for Yeti. So
Terra.
unequipping Yeti for Terra. Sorry, my bad. And so unequipping Yeti before this fight saves him the trouble of having to go to the airship and unequip Yeti later. We can just switch them out, and all the equipment is available for Terra. Terry.
Yeah, the dream of the Yeti Jedi is done and dusted.
Yeah, it looks like we won't be seeing that. We won't be seeing that this time. Does Mike still have Yeti on his party? Or did he? Yeah, I think he still does.
Yeah.
Pretty quick Rexol there.
Broken ice shield to get through it.
Oh, okay, I didn't catch that. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty good play. Rexol's got insanely high magic defense, and we don't really have any good tier 3 spells over there. So, we got a lore.
And Terra has lore.
Who was it who did Fanatics? It was Mike, wasn't it? Or was it Jazzer?
Already don't remember.
I feel like it was Mike who did.
Oh,
yeah. It was Mike who did Fanatics.
There'll be a Flame Eater on Mike's side at the Yeti spot.
Looks like Mike's. We got a little technical issue here on Mike's side.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Dude just caught the character's mid-space jam.
Yeah, and that's how quick that fight was. Flame Eater's gonna go down here pretty quick.
He is gonna go for the rages.
Cool. I love this play. I think this is so awesome. I hardly ever see anybody go at this is again like a check without the reward of the rages at the end of it. This is a check you probably wouldn't see at this point in the seed. But this is gonna potentially put his Cyan like over the top. If he can get that straight cat rage, Cyan is gonna be slapping after this.
The name of the game is 22 Pieces of Coral.
Right.
It's like blackjack with just a little bit extra.
Yeah, which is in blackjack is not great. Yeah, I mean this you really don't see this check that often. It just seems like they gave this to like an intern to like do in his free time as a concept for a dungeon, and they were like, ah, well, we need one more. Let's just put it in. This dungeon is so weird to me.
I think it's more perception that because it's been sped up a lot, and the randomizer is not vanilla, right? Where you keep ending up at the entrance
Yes,
every
that's true.
time.
That's true. Yeah, I
I
remember
definitely
when
don't think it's a bad check. You're right though; it's not like run down a hallway and fight a boss.
I think it kind of is also perceived as being a little longer than it usually is. Like it can potentially be really long if you get bad RNG with the coral chests and the warping around, but I mean it can also be pretty quick. It always feels like it takes forever, but I don't think it usually takes more than a couple minutes before the boss fight.
Yeah, so now we have Mike heading through the dreams, which we've seen these bosses.
Yeah, and this is going to be 3. He's going to come out of this 5 and 5. So pretty close race actually. So we got through Atma weapon here on Jazzer's side. That's going to unlock those rages, and we're going to keep our fingers crossed. Oh, and it's a magic
And
too,
he got an Esper out of the deal too.
So that's a great check for them, and it'll be interesting to see if we picked up the rages that we were looking for.
I mean, you want Stray Cat, but you'll settle for Gold Bear.
Yeah, anything that'll do even like anything more than two and a half or 3 times damage is will be huge. I believe at the moment I could be wrong about this. Yeah, he's still got Cyan in the back row, which is why I noticed that Cyan isn't doing quite.
Oh, that Esper from RNG Cave is a Magic Power 2 Esper, so that goes right on Realm.
Oh wow, okay, I didn't catch that. That's amazing. So Realm's gonna be doing with a what was her starting stat was like in the 50s, I'm pretty sure. And with that Magic plus 2 Esper, that stunner is going to be good till endgame now. That's going to be something you're going to be using on the final boss. We got Jazzer going in here for a sniper. I believe that's going to be for Cyan.
He already had. Does he have 2?
Maybe he picked up a Genji glove. I didn't see.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like he must have a Genji I didn't see.
Yeah, I didn't catch if they picked up a Genji glove or not. But that would be pretty high damage output by the end. Well, we definitely got offering sniper. He might have bought it in case of a future Genji. That's also a possibility.
Yeah, he does.
Oh no, he's got it. He's got it.
Oh wow.
So this is pretty good. We still haven't seen if he picked up Stray Cat yet.
He's not gonna check until he's in the battle.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I guess it doesn't really make a difference in the end. But even if he has to stick with Doberman, I think a Genji sniper times 2 damage is still going to be doing pretty good damage by the end. Oh, that's true. You know what? That's a good point Pero brings up. I didn't realize at the time that he had the sniper on. I thought he had a different weapon. But Pero brings up a good point that sniper does the same damage from back row. So good play to have him in the back there.
Oh, sniper's a fantastic weapon. We discussed it briefly about putting it in the high tier item pool, but it's commonly available in shops.
It's really great. Yeah, I think it's sometimes underrated, but a super great weapon. What do we got? Looking at these rages now. I don't see Stray Cat would be higher up on the list. I think.
Oh, I don't think we got either of them.
I don't think. Oh, it's hard to see. He's going really fast. Yeah, I don't think we got
either. We didn't get either of them.
That's a bummer. That's a real bummer. So I think he's still rocking Doberman. Too bad. That's the thing. Like,
I would have done that play.
It was a really cool play, and if it had gone their way, man, it would have been so satisfying. He's got Doberman, which I believe is 2 times power, so I think that's what he's working with now.
It's a 1.5, but
or is it a 1.5? Oh, my bad.
It's still fine though because he does have a strength Esper on him anyway, so it's all gonna work out.
What are the other ones? What are the other? Maybe people in chat know. This is not something I'm super well versed in, but what are the other rages that draw off of a physical strength rather than magic? I believe Fidor was the one that I was thinking of. And bogey, we hear is another one here. Okay. Yeah, there are a few, but we'd have to take another look at that list to see if they got any of those.
We get to see what one of these items is here at the Lone Wolf.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, if it's a big stick, do you take it?
I mean,
You don't take that.
You don't take the flame shield. No. Even even if this is dead, a big stick would be better than that at this point. You might take a big stick still. Just I don't know if you'd want to give it to Cyan at this part. The sniper setup is pretty dope.
Well, here's the thing: regardless of what item you take, you can get the other item. It's just
that's true.
It's going to cost you time to go get it.
That's true. Yeah. HP plus 100, life 3, fire
Berserk.
3 on that Esper. Wow, and Berserk. That's a great Esper. So really good pace for both of our runners here. We're at about 36 minutes in. We've got a 6 and 6 on Jazzer's side, a 5 and 5 on Mike. Still a pretty close race. I would say that at the moment it seems like Mike Cyan is doing as a Dragoon is doing a little bit better than that offering Rage, but that could all change too as Cyan levels up and we get deeper into the seed.
Oh, that offering sniper situation is going to outclass that Dragoon.
I think it will by the end. I think it will by the end too. Yeah. Getting kind of lucky with his jumps there. 2 on the main body, 1 on the arm, taking it down in 1 shot. I don't think Mike's gonna have any problem. No, there's Inferno going down. We've got Jazzer taking some grind fights up here at Kefka Narsh. I feel like these guys have kind of just been riding the edge of the scaling for a lot of this. So we've got 20. I guess the scaling is 26 over here on Jazzer's side. We got 12 or 30. Yeah, 26, and they're sort of right around that level, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, we have Fraser and Niles over here on Jazzer's side.
Oh, baby, I hear the blues are calling. That's where the Genji glove was, yeah. So we're at about. I think we got level 30s on Mike's side here. He did take a save before coming in.
The thing with that 8 hits is it's slow.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I mean, it can be worth it when the damage output is as high as you want it to be. So I didn't. Is he still rocking Doberman?
I believe so. Yes.
Okay. So we got Mike picking up Tara over here. It'll be interesting to see at this late in the seed if he makes a change for her or not.
Oh, we doing it? Oh, come on, show Moogle Defense some love. Oh, there's Quick. Do we put Quick on somebody? Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I think we do. Yeah, he's doing it. Moogle Defense.
Yes.
And as Obi mentioned earlier, it'll be auto shell for the whole party when this is complete. So a little bit of a boost in magic defense, which can really be a lifesaver, especially towards the end of the game in Kefka's Tower when you've got a lot of bosses that are doing some pretty high damage magic attacks.
I mean, you called that earlier. You were talking about Mog's checks, and he said World of Balance Narsh, and he also named Terra's checks. And sure enough, we found Terra, and it all looped together real nicely.
Yeah. When you have that piece of the puzzle, and even if you can even add into it, like if you have a lock as well, not only can you do the Welk check, but then you can then go behind the Welk check and get the second weapon shop item from Lock's check. So that's even one more that you can put to your counter, and doing checks fast is really beneficial in this flag set. Because the only way to unlock the Kefka Tower skip in this flag set is by completing 20 checks.
The Trooper fight. So he has a Trooper Rage, which is 2 times.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's gonna be huge. That's gonna bump Cyan up into another level here. Two runs that started out very similar, but really took different paths about 20 minutes in.
Oh, it's criminal walking by a room full of loot. It hurts my heart.
Oh yeah, we just skipped all that potential loot there. Again, like I guess at this point, I think we forgot to put on a Moogle Charm here. It happens to the best of us. But at least it's a side attack, should be easy to run away from.
Well, that is
No,
David Bowie Jr.
that is David Baby Bowie. Yeah, made quick work of that guy. Jazzer's offense is quite strong now, so not really running into anything that's giving him too much trouble. We got Terra with the Atma weapon on Mike's side.
That's a pretty safe call.
That's a pretty good play. I don't remember finding any experience eggs so far in this set, but Bowie did not AoE stone or use overflow. Yeah, that fight can be really potentially dangerous because of his ability to confuse the party. And if you've got like a character, that's doing.
Can we at least get Splat Chest, please?
I don't think they're gonna do Splat Chest. If they skipped,
Oh.
Splat Chest got skipped, unfortunately. So Mike is foregoing all the loot in this check, which at this point they just sort of want to see if it's progression, I guess. This check is actually quite quick if you are strong-willed enough to ignore all the loot. I think it only takes about a minute and a half to run through this place.
We're
fairly. Sorry,
he is still looking for that character 6. No, he's not. No, go ahead.
He's got character 6. Both of our runners now just looking for espers. They need 9 to unlock Kefka's Tower, and that's a snow muffler dead check. I think that's
promise I can read.
Their third snow muffler. I'm pretty certain. I'm just gonna come out and say that all of those chests in Sealed Gate and in the armory were all Luminas. I'm pretty certain of that.
Oh yeah, there's at least 9 of them in there.
Yeah, pretty certain there were 9 Illuminas that he just walked by. Boy, will his face be red when he finds out.
Now we're getting a little overlap. They're each gonna do what the other already did.
Yeah. I think at this point, we're also kind of running out of options. We got a few characters that don't have like a lot of checks. I guess Terra has a few options we haven't seen yet. I think she's got 5 checks attached to her, but like Realm's only got 2, Mog's only got 2, Strago's got 3 that are like mostly fairly undesirable.
Well, so here's the thing: you're looking at Leap, which only a madman like me would do. You're looking at Zozo, which is the greatest. You can peak Mobliz, which you're gonna see here soon, guaranteed.
Yeah, definitely.
And then with Burning House, that we haven't seen.
Yeah, we haven't seen Burning House. That's right. Yeah, I think we've seen all the other ones actually at this point. Yeah, but again, like at this point in the run, almost 45 minutes in, and with both of our runners having the requirement for characters, I think you're gonna like if it is somehow that they need to go to Elite or Burning House, that's gonna be like a very very last play, because nobody wants to do a check that long when you don't need the experience, when you don't need the hassle of going through it. If you can find it in another way, I think that's gonna be like a very last desperate play if we see it at all.
Yes. So I think that he's gonna try to squeak out an Esper. I think that's something quick, whether it's Mobliz or even Auction House.
Yeah, Auction House is still on the table as well. We only need 2 here on Jazzer's side, so I don't remember what the reward for this fight is. We'll see. He's gonna get an Esper out of this, says Fiery.
We have Atma offering on Mog on Jazzer's side.
Oh, cool. So that's Esper, I believe 6 for Mike, and I think we're gonna see Esper 8 for Jazzer here. Oh no, sorry, my mistake. This is dead.
Right, it was a snow muffler.
That snow muffler, man. This is the
He's
snow
got to
muffler
be
seed.
sick of seeing snow mufflers.
Man, winter is coming in this seed,
Yeah,
and
but
everyone is.
Terra and Mog can wear it, so it's, hey.
It's great physical defense. It is. I think most of our characters, if not all of them, are in the except for maybe Mog if he's doing that Atma swing, but they're mostly in the back row. But yeah, no, you can't sneeze at a snow muffler. You can maybe sneeze at like the fourth snow muffler.
Well, the difference being is that we've done Ebot's Rock on Jazzer's side, which was an Esper, which was a magic power Esper.
Right. That's
So,
huge. So there's Esper 8 on Jazzer's side. So they only need one more Esper to unlock Final Kefka. I'm going to see if I can peek on their stream and see if they got a tracker going and see how many checks they've done.
well, so the thing is that you check Mobliz, right? And see what it is. And then if it's not an Esper, you just go for the auction house?
Yeah, I mean, like, what else are the options, really, at this point?
Zozo's not as bad as believe.
That's true. Then, I think it's better than people give it credit for. It's not as long as people think. But yeah, the only other option there, I think Mobliz is the play, and if it's not there, probably auction house, or potentially Fanatics, because Jazzer hasn't done Fanatics.
And if he's not done Fanatics,
that's a guaranteed.
That's an Esper.
Yeah,
and he's done.
So we might see that play as well.
And it's 3 checks.
Yeah, and Jazzer right now sits at 17 checks, so that would be unlock and skip all in one. And I think that's exactly where they're going. Oh, we ran into Doomgaze though, unexpectedly. Oh, sorry, I'm ahead of the stream here. Oh no!
But we did have an Esper with Berserk.
Somebody has Berserk. Okay, they might be alright getting through this. Who's got it? Uh-oh. It's gotta be on Realm. Did we not check Realm?
He just had that one Esper.
It might be on a character that got swapped out.
No, Terra's got it.
Oh, Terra does have it. Oh, my bad. I didn't see it there.
Yeah, and then you just let Stunner do the work, and this is...
This
could be the last Esper
This could be, yeah, and then that puts them at 18 checks, which is still close enough to, if they want to go warp in and out of Kefka's Tower to get the last 2 checks for that skip. But yeah, Berserk makes Magic Master pretty docile.
You know what? I'm proud of you, Poots. You rolled a seed, and he wasn't in the tower.
Yeah,
I didn't think that was possible, but you finally did it.
I finally, by popular demand, people have been giving me crap about that forever, so I figured, let's give him one where he's not right at the end. I rolled one of those stinkers for myself last night, ruined a really great run. So I only bring this up just so you know, like, I don't just do it to other people, I do it to myself too, so it's all fair.
You know who I keep finding in Kefka's Tower is Air Force every single time.
Oh, that's hilarious, because Air Force can be really deadly that late in the game.
Yeah, he's going to go center path here and fight Toilet Atma and a dragon and just call it a day. That is a great fight over there on my side, by the way.
Yes, it is, yeah. This is same thing that Jazzer did when they did Kefka at Nurse. They took a couple grind fights up here to sort of just get a little bit ahead of the scaling, and this is a good one for them for that reason. Yeah, huge experience for that fight.
Yeah, this fight's always here too.
Oh, the Piranha! Oh my god, yeah, I've been rolling Piranha Kefka Tower. Oh, such a gnarly encounter.
I do like the strategy of just letting them all do their little hit and then killing them. And then I don't know if that's actually like making a difference, but
it is. So I checked this out with somebody who knows things, and this Piranha fight is actually based on time. So After a certain amount of time has passed, it's like a random number between X and Y. I can't remember exactly, but Rhizopass will appear after time. So the trick with this fight is a strategy that I was taught was just don't attack for the first like 10 seconds. Just don't do anything. Don't wait trick. And never wait trick in this fight. That's the other thing. Just don't do it, and then just fight with people and just like let them kind of take their time, because more often than not, it works out. You get him to appear a little bit sooner when you do that, as opposed to like winding up these big attacks and watching all these animations and doing AoE attacks that will take them down really quickly and pretty much guarantee that you'll get another round of piranhas. That wasn't a terribly long one for Jazzer there. That was relatively quick. It's 5
Oh,
out
we're
of
getting some. Oh, and a really late egg. We're getting some Moogle defense love from Mike as well.
Okay, cool. Was this? I can't see again. I can't remember if Moogle Defense was an Esper or not. Killing the fish can be important if they are high skilled. That's true. They do have a pretty brutal physical attack, and if you don't have the physical defense to stand up to it, they actually can be kind of dangerous. Yeah, they do. That's a really good great point brought up here by Concussed Gamer in chat. They hit harder than people think. When I hear that, I also think of a late. I remember a seed where there was a really late Vargas in Kefka's Tower, and those bears that are with Vargas can also really slap at high levels. And if you don't have the physical defense to stand up to it, they can one shot your characters. I remember getting stonewalled at that one time, which was really brutal.
I also like when the Yeti's in the tower on high shield and he opens up with 2 moves and just immediately tackles somebody to death.
Oh yeah, that's always fun. So we've got our 2 Atma users doing relatively the same amount of damage, I think. I believe the offering is also on Terra for that Atma. Yeah. They're doing relatively the same amount of damage. Not crazy high levels to really be maximizing. But that being said, they're still putting up 6,000 damage per turn. So
yeah, but here's the thing, and I want your opinion on this. So you have Mog with an offering, you have Cyan raging with an offering, and you have Realm doing stunner. You have all this AoE stuff. Do you swap Mog's offering out to get single target to get these pieces down on Final Kefka, or do you leave it as is?
That's a tough toss-up, right? Because you're right. We've got a lot of characters that have untargetable damage, which can be really important, especially for the final fight. But you're sacrificing, like, you know, as opposed to doing 6,000 damage a turn, suddenly you're doing like 1,500 damage a turn. That's a huge damage loss. So that's a tough call. It really depends on the runner and how risky and aggressively they want to play. It'd be interesting. I would be surprised at this point if we see the offering come off of Mog, but I think that's a really great point that you bring up. And now we've got Mike heading to Mobliz.
Mobliz is locked.
Mobliz is locked. Oh, that's not what you want to see there.
And with Dullahan here. Oh, so Realm has quick, and so we're gonna quick stunner.
Oh, that's a good play. That's a nice play. You know, especially because stunner doesn't consume any MP. So we got a stunner fire 2 combo here. Ooh, yeah. I think that fire 2 did more damage than the stunner there.
Yeah, I like sword tech. Don't get me wrong. With this, I just don't hold it as high a value as a lot of people.
I think for it to be really effective towards the end game, you need a couple things with it. You need to have, like, for stunner, for example, if you don't have that magic power boost, it's not really worth it to take it to the end if you've got another option. Same thing with Quadra Slice. Like, Quadra Slice can be really powerful, but you need that character to be juicing off of a Strength plus 2 Esper for a while. Because on its own, like, yeah, you're still putting up relatively decent numbers, but it just always feels like there's a couple better build options on the table. And the other thing with sword tech being that, like, it doesn't really get good until way later in the game, because the first couple sword techs, while sword tech 1 can get you through some tough spots because it ignores defense, sword tech really isn't that great, if at all, until later in the game.
We have a 50,000 gold mithril vest.
Money well spent.
Yeah,
Yeah, just real desperate for that last Esper, so that's what we're seeing here. It's such a great mithril vest. Oh, nice. You love to see that. I love it. I gotta say, I love it when the auction house works out for people. It never, ever works out for me. But I'm just so happy that there are people out there doing it that it's working out for.
It burned me so hard so many times. I will avoid it like a plague.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I will, even as a last resort, like I'll do a longer check before I do that. Even though sometimes it's like probably the smarter play, but like I just have the worst luck at the auction house. Ooh, Mog is slapping pretty hard now. We got his damage up to over 2 grand per swing. Pretty decent damage output considering we didn't have an experience egg or anything on him for this seed. Jazzer's damage output across the board is pretty decent.
Well, he put Mog on the center path to get an extra fight out of the deal.
Yeah, that's smart too, because Admiral Weapon scales overwhelmingly off of levels, so...
Ooh, free Super Ball.
And a Super Ball in the validation chest, that's kind of funny. It seems like a good point to bring up that Super Balls are not available for sale in this flag set, but of course they are available through looting or stealing. So I mean, all things considered, Jazzer's got definitely got a bit of an edge here as he entered the tower before, and their offense is quite good. But as anyone who's played this randomizer before knows that the final Kefka fight can go a lot of different ways and can go wrong very, very quickly. So I would still say at this point, I think Jazzer's got an edge, but I think it's still anybody's game at this point.
Not for nothing, he does decide to keep the offering on Mog for this final Kefka.
Yeah. So we'll see how that works out. Like you're kind of leaving a lot up to luck there.
Well, I think he's realized that he's gonna fire 2 or use level 2 spells with Realm as opposed to Stunner maybe.
Right, because we still have Cyan raging, I believe, right?
All right, well, why wouldn't you?
So then you've got 2 out of your 4 characters doing damage that you can't control their target. Which can be, and not to mention Berserked, which can be a little dangerous on the final Kefka climb. Because some of those bosses require to be taken down like in a specific order with precision. So we'll see. I've definitely run into trouble when I've done stuff like that. When I have like 2 or more characters that have untargetable damage, it's come back to bite me. But it can also go the other way. So it'll be interesting to see.
It sure is interesting though. They have 2 people who are quote unquote now berserk, but they don't use the one true berserker that they've had all along.
The Yeti. Everybody pour one out for the Yeti. Come on. I mean, the poor Yeti, he constantly gets left up in that airship to fly it around Kefka's tower while you guys are doing the heavy lifting in here. I don't know who thinks it's a good idea that Yeti drives that airship. I don't think that's a good idea. Yeah, we gotta get the snipers back on Cyan here. Yeah, double snipers. All right, so 59, just after 59 minutes on the switches for Jazzer.
Both these times are impressive.
Really, really good. To be on the switches under the hour mark is a really, really fantastic time. Even to be entering Kefka's tower at that time is pretty impressive. With a seed that did have quite a few hurdles in terms of dead checks and in terms of kind of weird things happening on the routing choices.
Well, I think you're going to find that regardless of how this, if he does the AoE damage route or not, the big difference, I think, personally, is going to be that Magic Power 2 Esper off of Ebot's Rock.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's huge too. Yeah, well, fingers crossed. Let's see how it goes. You know, again, this as many times as you do this final Kefka fight, I always every time I go into it, I find it a little bit intimidating. It's very rarely that I go into it super confident that I'm gonna just destroy it, because there's just so many random variables at play here.
I mean, do we have the spell float? Do you just float everybody and just hope for the best?
So that's a good point. That's something you can do on tier 1 here. Yeah, we are just swinging for the fences here and going for it. He's holding back with Cyan, which I think is actually a pretty smart play.
Yeah.
Because again, if you kill this first tier, if you kill these bosses in the wrong order, if you kill the arm before the head, and the head dies last, it will death counter with Quake, which is extremely powerful.
Okay, we gotta watch Realm. She got popped for over 1,000.
Yeah, really high physical attacks here. So again, and very often this boss will counter attacks. So, you know, if you got a character at low health like Realm right now who's getting popped for over 1,000 HP, you want to be careful because there's a critical hit. That's it. She's down. So now, oh no! And that was the final hit. They lost Realm on the first tier, and I think they're just gonna keep going.
Do you reset out of this?
That's the thing. Like
that was Sword Tech.
That was Sword Tech Realm. That's a huge damage. This is what I'm talking about, man. Like, this can go so brutally. That's a huge loss in terms of DPS. I think that they're still okay between Mog, Cyan, but now we have only one character who can do targetable damage, really, at any sort of, like, capacity. It's definitely going to slow their climb down a bit. If it's going to be enough for Mike to catch up, that remains to be seen.
It actually should be.
Okay, so we've got 4 targets here on tier 2. The back one is Magic, which Jazzer just used Mute on to make him basically useless. All of his attacks are Magic. So if he's muted, he can't do anything. And we had X-Zone cast Insta-Death on Tools, which is the middle target. So 2 of the 4 of these targets are already...
oh, look at those sniper procs, though.
Yeah, this is where the sniper really shines, is because a lot of these enemies are floating, and the sniper has a really high percentage chance to crit on floating enemies.
Oh, so North Cross, oh no.
That is potentially scary. I think we lost Terra there to North Cross. And Cyan can't do anything about it because he's berserked right now. But you know what? You know, those crits make the difference, but the regular attacks are a little low.
Yeah, but it's times 8. So
but it's times 8. You know, yeah, that's a good point actually.
Okay, Mog did have fire too, so we're all right.
And Fiery Blizzard in chat brings up a really good point here. What you don't want to do is to take 10 hits and Magic out simultaneously, because very often Magic will death counter with quarter on the entire party, which reduces everybody's HP by down to a fourth. And hits the blue guy on the right will always death counter with a move called 10 hits, where he does 10 physical attacks before he dies. So if you get that HP reduced and then get followed up immediately with that 10 hits, that can be a party wipe right there. And that's one of the dangers you run from having a party like this that has untargetable damage, not having control of like who you take down first.
Can I say, can we not call it 10 hits and, you know, Magic? And look, that is clearly Edgar and Sabin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with that. I have no objection to that. We got 10 hit over here on Jazzer's side.
They're real mad that they're not in the party. That's why you didn't find them.
Standing up to it, though. Not really doing very high damage. We got North Cross again. Yuck. Tigerface bringing out all of his nasty... Oh, and Doom Tusk. So we have we have Tigerface in a very low HP situation, and they get especially nasty at low HP, busting out moves like we just saw. That Doom Tusk move is brutal.
Opting to Odin.
And so we lost Mog on that tier too. That's brutal. That's the Atma offering user. So Jazzer has lost a ton of damage output. I would say arguably his two highest. Yeah, he's still got Cyan, which is gonna slap on these last 2 tiers. We should see a lot of crit procs from that sniper.
This is the
Definitely need
time for the
Cyan.
Yeti.
This
This
is
is
here
your
comes the
moment,
Yeti.
Yeti.
Ooh, and it hits both Terra and Cyan. We're gonna get life 3 up here on Jazzer's side. It's just a little insurance. Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought I saw life 3. We have cure 3.
I don't think you rage Cyan with this scenario.
I am inclined to agree with you. You might keep him on maintenance duty. I mean, at least until you get. Oh no, I think we are raging here. Not bad. Not bad on their choice of targets. You got to
It's
take
not
that.
bad, but it's just so risky.
It is for sure. But I mean, these plays now are going to be desperation plays on Jazzer's side. Like these are their last 2
Oh,
characters. There goes Yeti down. There goes Terra asleep. Wow, terrible, terrible luck here. And now we've got the only character working is Cyan, who he can't control. So everything right now is out of their hands. I believe we've taken down the back enemy now. We've taken down Girl. Oh no, we've got a
oh
Whirlwind. Man,
man.
this is dangerous territory over here on the right side. Luckily, it missed both of the characters. Yeah, this is sketchy. We got Cyan doing huge damage here now. Oh,
Yo, miss.
this is really sketchy. Oh, there goes Terra. Oh, she's got life 3. Okay, that's something. And Cyan's gonna finish it here. Now it's a matter of whether or not they stand up to these death counters. This is really intense. Oh no! And we didn't have life 3. Man, that was so brutal. That was such an unlucky losing characters on every tier there. Man, so rough. Now this is gonna be something to see if Terra can solo this.
It's possible.
It's not impossible. It's gonna be tough. I mean, fingers crossed. I really hope they make it through.
Does
It's
Terra
just
have quick? You can break him.
you can break. Yeah, that's a good point actually. Unfortunately, too, just the characters that they lost were like all of their real heavy hitters, just one after the other. We're gonna open with Fire 3. Okay. We're gonna eat a fallen one here, which will reduce her HP to 1. And I imagine we're gonna see some sort of item heal here. We got the Mega Elixir, okay.
He's got Shell, so Goner isn't gonna. But that Goner's not the issue here. The issue is gonna be Havoc Wing and
Havoc Wing is an issue, but Goner's an issue too because Goner is split damage, and with only one character on the party, it's gonna hit way harder than normal.
and
And with
Train
her,
and Train. Are you kidding?
jeez, so unlucky. Oh man, this has been especially nasty. Kefka climb here on the right side. Oh man, I feel for Jazzer here. This is a steep ladder to have to climb. But you know what? Look,
at the tier 3.
I was saying,
no,
but
no.
oh god, okay, it was only the single Havoc Wing. But it's making for definitely an interesting finish here because we have Mike now pretty hot on the heels. Moving up to tier 3. We got a little life 3 on Terra here for some insurance. There's a Havoc Wing that's gonna kill her, but she comes back. Ooh, man. Oh, this is
too
rough.
I think she's just too slow.
Oh
Yeah.
no! And that's gonna be it. That's a wipe for Jazzer. Oh man. R.I.P. That's rough, but man,
It's unfortunate, but like kudos to him. He hasn't thrown in the towel. He's gonna give it the old college try.
yeah. I mean, the thing is all of those tiers could have gone so differently. It's just that was just really unlucky with the kind of counters and the targeting that he was getting. But that's the thing, like it seemed like he was so like way out ahead there, and then something like this, like suddenly now Mike is in the lead. He's 1 tier away from Final Kefka, and just like that, the race turns around. It has really been that close the entire time. Two very talented runners.
Oh, absolutely. And we could sit here and Monday morning quarterback the situation like, oh, you should have reset after Realm got crit on phase one. But I mean, he felt he had the DPS, and he did. It just a series of unfortunate events happened to cost him a party member on each tier.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like you say, you can go back in hindsight and say I should have done this and I should have done this, but you can't really as a runner. I think you can't start thinking like that. You got to go with your gut, and if you think that you can do it without, then you got to just go for it. You know what I mean? Because you start second guessing
And
yourself too
he's
much,
getting
and
medioed as well on the left side.
oh, and he's got low HP. Oh man, and we got Quick Terra, so we've lost Strago and Cyan. But his Terra is the one with Atma, and his Realm has Stunner. He will probably get through. Oh, he's gonna try to bring him back.
Oh, yeah, or else we're in the same position that Chaser was in. We've got to go to Final Kefka with just, two.
What I was gonna say is that his Realm and Terra could probably take down Final Kefka. Like I don't know if he needs. I mean, Life 2 is. He's gonna get medioed again here pretty soon. So the problem is that he might lose Realm and Cyan here, and you really want Realm on this final tier. Oh wow. Oh, and as I say that, Realm's the one who goes down. Oh, we got Life 3. Oh, chill, I didn't see that. Oh, wow. Okay, so you know what? I just ate my hat there a little bit because they managed to get through Tier 3 with all of their characters intact. The Realm crit was brutal, and yeah, just so many unlucky things that went on that climb, that first attempt by Jazzer there.
As I say, we're bringing back Mongo here on the right side. Sure are. Looks like he's opting not to attack with Realm right now.
Yeah, because her physical defense, like again, like you look at his Cyan now getting countered. He's down to 700 HP, and that Cyan, when his ATB bar fills up, he's going to attack whether he wants him to or not. So, you know, if he suffers a counterattack here, he's almost certainly going down. This is the risk with like a play like this. It's like it's such high damage output, but not being able to control like when the attack is executed and who it's executed on. It's definitely a high risk play.
It is the downside of, I don't think Cyan can wear that snow muffler, right? So
right.
Does Terra have Big Guard?
No, we have Moogle Defense on here.
Oh no, the lore.
Oh, that I didn't see. I'm not sure. It's likely because they also did Fnatic's Tower, so it's entirely possible. But I haven't seen that one. I haven't been paying attention to that. So a little bit of a rough ride here on Final Kefka from Mike, but still in it. Oh, Havoc Wing counter, brutal. Okay, but we still got Life 3 up. We are getting into a little bit of dangerous territory here, though. Might want to pump the brakes until he goes into no counterattack mode as he charges up to cast Goner. So here we go. We got Kefka charging up his Goner on Mike's side. This is where you
with North Cross again.
Oh, and two of the characters went down. Jesus. That's Crack Pow on Mike's side. Wow, what a race!
Wow,
what a crazy race. That was wild. GG's to Mike.
Wow, what a finish. Looked like it was going one way, and
yeah, and then at the very end there, official finish time for Mike was 1:13:37. Wow, crazy.
And you can't catch a break with Flare Star. Woof. Which is interesting because we had all those shields.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those things. Is like, what do you say? It's like it's not even like Jazzer did anything wrong there. It was just like he just got the business from Final Kefka.
Much of me, I've been screaming in my head, like, please just check Terra's lores.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So we'll see if we can get Mike into the booth here as we watch Jazzer sort of finish up his climb, and we'll try to get some of
Oh, we
their
got
thoughts
quartered
on
into
the
10
run.
hits.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Is this the last
quartered.
one too? So is this 2 more characters that aren't going to make it up?
Yeah.
Oh, well, Mog's looking okay. Terra's looking okay. Oh man, so brutal. See again, and this is again one of the dangers of this of having 2 characters that can't that can't target is you don't have you really want to be precise on this final climb, and if you can't do it, it's like you're kind of just leaving it up to the RNG gods, and it can go either way. I think we have Mike here now joining us in the booth. Mike, are you there?
Hey guys, I'm here.
Hey, Mike, how's it going? GG's.
Thanks.
What a race! What a crazy that was a thing to witness. It was wild how back and forth it was.
Yeah, I knew Jazer was in the climb before me because he typed. He always types right when he starts tier 1. And he was in
Okay.
like the whole fight before me. If that's what he was typing, that's my assumption. So he must have had a bad climb.
He had an insanely bad climb and wiped on tier 4.
Oh
He
no!
he lost 1 character on tier 1. He lost another character on tier 2, I believe, and then he lost the 3rd character on tier 3. He went into Final Kefka with literally only Terra, not even any backup crew, like just Terra solo.
Oh my god!
And put up a good fight, I gotta say, but just really insanely bad luck. He got a death crit attack from tier 1 that took out Realm on the final hit. He got Doom Tusked. He's just been getting the business from this Kefka. It's been really brutal.
Yeah, I expected a rough climb. That's why back in Kefka at Narsh, I started taking extra grind fights. I wanted that Atma offering hitting as hard as I possibly could, and I wanted like HP and all that.
Yeah, I think that was a good play. We actually saw Jazzer do the same thing. Also take fights at that point of the seed. You guys were sort of both just at scaling for I think a lot of it too. So that was a good move, I think. But overall,
yeah,
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna ask overall, what were your thoughts on the run and the seed?
It was pretty low power. I kept looking for those infamous Poots League like big weapons. I wasn't finding anything but snow mufflers, So I took like 3 dragons and then finally went to a dragoon build, which helped carry early game. I didn't. The better play probably in this case, in retrospect, would have been going and taking an earlier Doma Dream because there's a Maj 1 Esper in there, and the fights were pretty easy. So you could have had a really juiced Sword Tech 6. If you did it early, but I was afraid of bad things wrecking my low power team, so I took 3 dragons and tried to build as much power as I could before going there.
Well, here's the thing you don't know, is that if you were to do Ebut's Rock for the rages, we didn't get Stray Cat Gold Bear, shockingly, but it did have a Mad Power 2 Esper in there.
Ooh. That would have been nice too because I was 21 checks and I thought about going there. If that wouldn't have been Terra in Esper Mount, I was going to Ebut's Rock exactly next in search of a character, hopefully one that could use the Atma offering hero ring combo. But Terra kind of changed the plan.
Just to interject, it's easy for us to say like sitting here watching that, you should have unequipped that offering from Mog and just single swung the Atma. I do think that, that would have been better because he's got Cyan raging on top of Mog doing AoE, and that's kind of what led to the
no! Sorry, I'm just watching Jazzer's screen here. Mog is getting solo gunnered here on his second climb up the tower.
Man, poor Jazer.
He's got Shell. Telling you.
Does Gunner not ignore magic defense, or I don't even know how that works really?
Your
Shell
defense,
saves, okay. Oh, okay. Is that enough to? Oh, we got. I hope this is enough to do it. Waiting for that crack, pow. And there it is.
GG's.
GG's. Wow.
Well.
GG.
Love to see the perseverance. Yeah, that they, they just I felt so bad for them. They got so worked over that Kefka climb. But yeah, both very good runs on display here. You guys had a fairly similar routing at first, and then you really diverged in the middle, and then you guys kind of like at different times like made up the checks that each other had done. So yeah, it was fun to watch. And again, like you said, it was a relatively low power seed. Compared to some of the ones that get rolled in this flag set. But you guys really made the most you could out of it.
One last question before I let you bring Jazer in to talk about his rodeo. When he died to T4, had I finished yet, or would he have won had he been able to survive with Terra?
You were not even on Final Kefka.
You were
Oh, wow.
you were going to tier 3 when he wiped on Final Kefka. Yeah, I think.
No.
Wow.
Oh no, actually that's not true. Not
was
even.
on
You
the
were on tier
Yeti.
2.
Wow.
Oh
He
wow.
wasn't even on the. No. He was on the climb. You're right.
Yeah, no, he was in tier 2. I think when Jazzer went down, almost on tier 3. Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking in the chat here of everybody that raced this seed, and Jazzer wasn't the only one that got screwed by RNG here. It seems like that was a that was a common thread for a few of our runners.
He had lost Realm on tier 1 when he was on the Yeti. That's what it was.
That's what it was. Yeah. Well, GG's
Victory by attrition. I guess we take those.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean that's the thing. It was that close for most of the race. You guys had fairly similar damage outputs. I would say that maybe Jazzer had a little bit of an edge in terms of offense because they got that magic power +2 Esper at a fairly decent time in the seed. So they were maybe doing a little bit more damage output, but it was a close race all in all.
I think the main difference of offense as well was Dragoon Cyan versus Rage Cyan.
Right. Yeah, we
And Fred, who wasn't on Restream, was 11 seconds behind me. All right, well, thanks, guys. Thanks for doing the comms, Obi and Poots. This is great, as always.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Thank you for running. I mean, we wouldn't have a race without runners volunteering. So, GG's.
Yeah. Would have been crazy to have Fred on.
Hey, Jazzer, how's it going?
It's going all right. Frustrating climb, but
good run. Wow, that was like so unlucky. The RNG you were getting handed out for that climb. Just not really a lot you can do when they attack like that.
yeah, I could have not killed with Realm. She had bad defense, and other people had really good defense. It was greedy to go for it, but usually you don't get punished on that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was like an aggressive play, and the thing is like what I always say with these aggressive plays, like when it goes your way, it's so beneficial, but it can be really punishing when it goes the other way those times that it does.
Yeah.
But GG's, it was it was a really fantastic run. We were talking to Fiery about we were talking to Mike about it, and kind of a relatively low offense seed compared to some of the others that get rolled in this flag set, and you guys really juiced it for everything it was worth.
Yeah.
I am gonna ask you, did it cross your mind that you were having two people do AoE attacks with Mog having the offering and then Cyan raging as well?
Yeah, I was just trying to maximize damage output.
Okay, that's fair.
I gotta say, I loved the Ebbets Rock play. We had sort of mentioned that in comms before you did it. Like, is he gonna go and try and get those rages and try and get Stray Cat? And I was so stoked that you went and did that play.
Yeah, I was really hoping for Goldberry Straight Cat. If I'd
Yeah,
had
for
one of
sure.
those, I'd probably make it through the first climb.
It would have been a big difference. But you know what? One benefit of that too, as Obi had mentioned before, was that the you got an Esper reward for that, which was a +2 magic, which was something that Mike didn't pick up.
Oh, that's where I got the +2 magic? Okay.
Yeah.
I remember I got the +1 early and threw that on Realm. The plan was just make her stunner mage.
Yeah, yeah, she
Um,
was doing crazy high damage by the end there.
and then got the strength +1 and the sniper offering with a rager, and that's a personal favorite build. It's not a top tier build, but it's a fun build, so I went for that.
I love seeing that build. I was you did a lot of things this run that were really exciting. Again, things you don't see all the time. Like I love the double sniper rage build. The Ebots rock play with the rager is a really cool play. I really wished it had gone the other way for you. We were really both rooting for you to get Stray Cat in there.
Yeah, getting Stray Cat would have right. Cyan would have been doing 8k on his procs to tier
No,
3 instead of 2.
yeah, he would have been a monster, absolutely. But yeah, overall, I don't know. What was your thoughts? Anything else to sort of add to the journey here?
Running into Magic Master in the sky was awesome. I flew in World of Ruin specifically hoping to run into Search the Skies, and it happened. So
I forgot about that. That was also really that was also really
We
cool.
could not believe the luck of that. It was just like, oh, that never happens, and here it is, right when you need it, looking for that last Esper. And
And
you know,
if I'm not mistaken, you were probably on your way to Fnatic's Tower at the time, were you, or were you specifically looking for?
yeah, I
DJs?
was on my way to Fanatics to peek it, because if it was an Esper, that would have gotten me to 20 checks.
Yeah, which it was, and that's what we both thought you were gonna do, and then out of nowhere, Magic Master appears. So that was that was pretty exciting too.
That was fun.
Cool. Well, GG's. I don't know. Any more questions? Any last thoughts, Obi? Anything to add?
no, it was very very exciting. We got to see. It started off the same. Everybody was like high fiving each other on these checks, and then a massive split, and kind of met back up at the end there. And it was unfortunate that the climb didn't go your way the first time, but it was still very exciting and very very close. So GG's to both of you. Thanks so much for do this if we don't have runners to run it. And we got to see a lot of different strategies in play here. So GG's to everybody, the behind the scenes people, the tracker, um, Noob Tree, and the restreamer Fiery. Just thank you so much. It was great.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you
really.
for comms.
Yeah, really exciting race to watch. Some cool routing that kind of showcase some of the weird flags in this particular flag set, and yeah, just two very talented runners. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, fun to race Blank Mike again. We
Well,
we were in Push and C together.
we'll have to do it. We'll have to do a rematch.
Yeah, sometime.
All right,
For sure.
cool. Well, thanks again to everyone involved, the Restream team, the runners. Thank you to FF4 All for letting us restream this on their channel. They've been great. Yeah, it takes a fair amount of work to put these on, but we have a lot of really fantastic volunteers and people in the community to pitch in. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun doing these. GG's again to both our runners, and I think that's gonna be it for us.
Okay.
Are we raiding out, or what's the plan here? No, right. Okay, so we're just gonna end the stream here. No raid target. So thanks again for joining us. We should be back at some point next week with another Poots League community race. The times are sort of all over the place depending on everyone's availability, but we've been aiming for sort of Friday, Saturday, Sundays. So hopefully we'll catch you all next week.
Thanks so much again, guys.